Hello. This is my second one of these, my third actually. The first one I was wearing a different shirt, and I felt that I was badly framed, and it annoyed me. And the second one just cut out for no reason, in the middle of a rant, maybe my anger. I was saying, hi, I haven't done one of these in a while, because I've been going through a lot of things that have been not great. Um, the 2020 continues. These things, don't know what they are anymore. You come upon open into a video organically, and you sort of open yourself to creativity and just speech, and then it cuts out, and then you find yourself trying to copy that again, and it comes out as being convoluted and nonsense. But I kind of sketched that. I sort of started these as a way of talking to my friends, and not even that, just sort of feeling I needed to express myself in a world gone mad. And it seemed very absurd. And initially, I found the whole thing quite funny. Not funny, but it was something I could cope with. But as time has gone on, and more pressure has been added on, and it's become the new normal, it's become harder to deal with, I find. I don't know if anyone else is feeling the same. And in this country, of course, we have the government telling us that we need to retrain, that actors and artists and singers and people like that, artists are it's silly. They should just retrain, do something else. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you sacrifice your life to do that thing? Just do what everyone else does. Do a job they hate and work all the time. And we know you took the risk and sacrificed most of your life to do this thing. But whatever, just retrain. In your late 30s, early 40s, whatever. And it's fine. But isn't really what you want to hear when you're already dealing with massive amounts of mental issues and stress, and the fact that your life is evaporated. Why did you go become a? Why did you go grind wood? Become a wood grinder. Or you could be like a human pencil sharpener. You could sit there with a knife, and people could twirl pencils at you, and you could scrape off little bits like that. Why not? It's good. Why not? So that's been helpful for the old psyche, the id and the ego. And I've been, for the last few weeks, working with an archaeology company, 5 days a week, 9 to 5, which is wild for someone like me, who for me, weekends are, especially bank holidays, are a kind of a vague concept when things are usually busier at work. And to have this enforced period of time off is weird. And there's a whole lot of other things I've been vaguely managing to kind of deal with, to a greater or lesser extent, which I won't go into, because it's none of your business, whoever you are. I love you, but yeah, there's certain things going on. You can see it in my eyes. You can see it in my eyes. If you read my eyes, these hooded, vacuous, gloop shells with points, you can see. So originally, what I did in the first video when I was wearing a different shirt is I read from this. This is my Trans-Siberian journal, and I read the first entry, and it's quite good. It's quite good. I don't know if that's what anyone wants to hear. It's my 30th birthday. My mother got me the trip over to Beijing, and my sister got me the train tickets from Beijing to Moscow, and I travelled from Beijing to Cork overland in about 15, 16 days, maybe less, because I had to get back for Christmas. So we're coming up on the anniversary of a thing that only I know about, and is particular to me, which is like a lot of anniversaries, really, when you think about it, but usually it involves more than one person. So I'll read you a little. I'll show you. This is the book. It was a gift. There's the plan of action. You see, there's me, young and younger. And there's the title page. Trans-Mongolian. It didn't end up being Trans-Mongolian, and as in a very on-brand happenstance, I booked the wrong tickets. Which is quite me. I'll read you the beginning anyway. Ticket for a plane Day 1. Tuesday, the 4th of December, 2012, 10:50. Heathrow Airport, Terminal 4, Pret-a-Manger. For a small time there, well, a long time there, I thought I was immune to the excitement of this trip. I guess I was wrong. Clutching my tickets, London to Rome, Rome to Beijing, awakened in me a very specific type of excitement I had not felt in years. Off I go, adventure, excitement, the world, wonderful. I'd be lying if I didn't say I was nervous, but it's an excited kind of nervous, the intoxicating kind, and my oh my, am I intoxicated. Welcome, therefore, to what I hope will be a record of one of the more exciting months of my life. So far, anyway. Full throttle it is then, no brakes, which is a quote from an episode of Young Indiana Jones called Attack of the Hawkmen. And that's the lesson he learns in that episode, you know. That's the lesson he learns from Charles Nungusser, French ace. 12:50, Alitalia flight AZ203 to Rome. So, underway. Somewhere above northern France, the flight time is only 2 hours, so less than I was expecting. I have decided that I shall sleep in the airport, if possible. Hostels are quite steep in Roma, and since I'm newly unemployed, this may be a mistake, but either way, I'll be wrecked on my arrival in China anyway. So, I will get a train into central Rome, Station Termini, have a walk around the sites, get some food, then head back to the airport and try to find somewhere to settle. Alitalia runs very bright aircraft, albeit the seats are somewhat sparse, threadbare almost. Best settle in, I suppose. Watch Europe unfold beneath a cloudy layer outside. We passed Brighton and its West Pier, out past the cliffs of Dover, like Britain had been sliced open to reveal its flesh was made of brie. Salted cheese, a mottled ribbon from up here, but a welcoming icon to the deckhands of an ocean-going empire. Just the deckhands, so people who work on deck of a ship. They'd be like, oh, look, Dover, you know, it happened. Like the Statue of Liberty, the cliffs of Dover seem like tiny, inconsequential things when viewed from the levelling platform of the sky. A brief break from the monotony of endless fields and wet blue, like an interesting pair of socks in an ocean of forks. Ye gods, already I've sank into pretentious pop politics. Pop politics I refer to calling the cliffs of Dover a sock. 1609 GMT +1 train, the Leonardo Express to Roma. First step, a blustery grey-skied Italian capital. All roads lead to Rome indeed. Well, here I am, aboard this overly expensive higgledy-piggledy train, grey, blue, off-white and sickly green, slightly Geigeresque in some of its design sensibilities, curved and square and puffing. Yes, it just puffed like a long exhale. Leonardo da Vinci Airport is a drab affair. Low ceilings, no glass, everything a brown shade of 1980s. I can't say I'm looking forward to spending the night huddled somewhere within its complexity. Never mind. Puff, sighs the train. The train was bounded closely on both sides by smooth platforms, but while there were doors on both sides, only the ones on the right opened. Naturally, I initially tried the left first. Rome. It's been 10 years since my last visit, almost 11. My first ever adventure set off from this train station. Station Termini. As such, that name, its massive rectangular hall, the boards clattering through myriad destinations, have a special place in my heart. Almost a buzz of excitement, electrifying Station Termini. Last time I was there, it was to catch a train to Venice, terrified and intoxicatingly excited like I am now. Compared to this current venture, that initial one seems like a commute. So simple it seems, but both this and that journey will end the same way. The ferry from Cherbourg to Rosslare. 10 years. And what 10 years? Mom was blah, 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 and so we were in Rome for the blah, blah, blah. I was still mad about blah, 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 and so the trip was a means of impressing her. So foolish it seems now, yet how obsessed I was. I collected dirt samples in each country. What the hell must she have made of them? That year would see me repeating my leaving cert, then on to UCC, Thailand, the Middle East, New York, and then, when last I was in Station Termini, I didn't even know David. I'd only just met Dwayne. I was working in Dunn Stores. I was a bit of a fool. It all seems a lifetime ago, like someone else's memories, and all this will in time. But his excitement, I feel his excitement now, and I'm still wearing a ridiculous hat. This isn't the same ridiculous hat. I lost that one on a train. It's a different ridiculous hat. Similar. It's an Indiana Jones hat. Italy feels comfortable. Like an old pair of jeans. Never wear jeans though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Bits of Italian and keep worming their way out of my subconscious. The comfort is the greatest difference of all, methinks. Before it was the height of the exotic. Now it's just Green Park, a change on the tube line, a nice place to wander while I wait to be catapulted into the unknown. Yeah, it's good to be back. Shall I continue with this? Maybe. It's been 11 minutes, you know, you don't want to... Maybe you do. If you do want me to continue with this, I mean, it's not that long a trip. And it's quite exciting, and I do see a lot of things, and I get into exciting scrapes with the Chinese army. It's exciting, terrifying, but exciting. But if you do, I can. I have my Sundays and Saturdays. I have my Saturdays and Sundays. And it might keep my mind off my mind. So yeah. Please look after your mental health. It's just been Mental Health Day. Please talk to someone if you need to, and don't be a hero, because you're not being a hero, you're being an idiot. If you feel, oh, nobody wants to hear about my pain, I'll just keep it inside and just let it fester until I grow some sort of second head that screams continuously 24/7. Don't do that. It'd be annoying for everybody, and it's not worth it. And yeah. Take care, and I will speak to you soon. And I hope things get better before they get worse.